Good morning, traders. Happy Friday. Let's see if we can make it happier. Good morning to Mimi, Bob Peterson, Jay, Sandra, Mr. Rodriguez, Parabolic. Greg R. What you say? Glad you can make it. Man, whoever said my mic was cutting out yesterday, they were correct. After I watched the replay, didn't happen too often, but 3 or 4 times. Think I got something to work on this weekend. Don't know if it was YouTube or me. About 3 minutes to go yet. Good morning, Kenneth. Was watching EOSE move about 5 o'clock this morning. Don't know what it's going to do when our market opens. Good morning, David. Yeah, I might release that video shortly after the live stream this morning. I might not make you wait any longer. It's ready to go. Good morning, Top. Good morning, Gil. About a minute to go. Maybe we'll get some Friday money. Good morning, Bob Smith. $30 seconds and counting. Let's see where we end up this morning. Make sure you got your volume spike on 0.0. If you don't know how to do that, right click on the name, hit edit formula, change this to 0.0, click apply and OK. Make sure your monitor's on TIFEXT. And we're off. Well, it got out of the gates like a typical Friday. Wow, that's not good. Is everybody pulling out of the market for the holiday weekend? Good morning, Bob Smith, Dragonfire, Jesse Robbins. Watching this column, this is what we do every day. Watch these numbers rise or fall, depending on which direction you're playing the market. I like the green ones. If you're new here, my first walkthrough will be about 6:30. I'll explain everything you see. Just to give you a brief idea, we wait on these percentages to take off. If we like one of them and this number's rising, then we look over here for a crossover, or at least the 8 moving average to be above the 21. We wait for these arrows to kick in. We watch for a bullish spike in this current candle. That's indicated by this label. And we look for buyers to outnumber the sellers, which is indicated down here. So to do it quickly, you would find the stock you want, you verify the crossover, you look for the green arrows, you confirm the volume, that we have a lot of volume, and you look for green and green. It can be done pretty quick once you get used to it. Hoping something happens this morning. A lot of tall candle wicks on that one. Doesn't look like they're going to let it go. You don't know what these candles represent. These are buyers coming in. These tall wicks on the top are the sellers driving it back down. We like to see wicks on the bottom, not the top. We need some movers. We really do. It's been a slow week. 5 trades, that's all I got in, but all 5 were green. Not really big winners, but they're green. I'll be happy with that. And we've gone silent. You got that right, Greg. I'm really not expecting things to turn around at the first of the year. And that's really depending on if we have the nasty political battle starting or whatever happens over there. They could really knock it out. I'm hoping for the upside shortly after New Year's. We'll see how it happens. I'm no fortune teller, though. Yes, sir, Bob. 7 o'clock is good. It's that second chance. Good morning, T. We gonna get enough power here to drive this thing up? We'll see. They're trying still. Lots of ugly wicks on the top, though. Watching these numbers, they're not rising, but they're green. We don't search for stocks. They come to us. This is our pre-market scan. It's scanning the entire pre-market. I highly suggest that you set yours to the price range you want to trade. Don't try to monitor the whole market like I'm doing in this live stream. Trade your price range, set your scans up for your price range. That's a lot of less noise you got to deal with. They're green, but they're not adding up. I want some movers. We get multiple choice, but we're not getting it this morning. Maybe the Lord will bless us. We'll see. Good morning, Bill. Yeah, and NVIDIA, Microsoft, and AMD, they usually don't move in pre-market unless something really good's going to happen. Pre-market's usually these little stocks, penny stocks, $5 stocks. Sometimes we'll get a $10 one, $20 one. But them major players, they hardly ever show up in pre-market. There's one of them pennies I was talking about. I don't know how the penny stock people do it. I guess they buy 10,000 shares at a time. Good morning, James. Bill, I prefer whatever pays me money. I don't care the time. All I want to see is that volume take off, those green arrows pop in, those lines cross over, and my opportunity to jump in and jump out. That's all I care about. I don't set any limits. I'm a volume and price action trader. I want to see this number flying. I want to try to catch it as soon as I can. As soon as we get a crossover and some green arrows, I want to hit it hard. Haven't had that opportunity lately. But I'm patient. I can wait. We're in a bad market. Picking is slim. And you have stocks like ADTX yesterday. You don't know if you should get in them or not. I know a lot of people didn't make what they thought they were going to make. Kind of got caught in the halts. That's why I stay clear of those kind. Not enough volume on this one. There's the last bar. Currently frozen. That just tells me a couple of people got in. That's it. Not a bunch of people coming in. You'll know when this number takes off and starts flying, you'll know it's a good one. These couple of digits up and down don't really matter. So if you never played pre-market, almost everything doesn't have volume until news comes out or until a group attacks a stock. That can happen. But anything that moves, if it moves just the slightest, we're going to know right here in this column. It's going to pop up. This number will start growing. When you feel certain the volume is there and you see the turn up with the green arrows and the green, it's time to make a decision. This is why you don't do low volume right here. There's not enough people to keep it going. So all day long, after market open, and it calms down a little bit, I just watch numbers. I watch different scans. All of the scans are on Discord. I mainly watch the Momo scanner and the high flyers. only 6:15. I'm not seeing any action. If it's moving, it's going to be here. Well, the momentum scanner is going to pick up those stocks that all of a sudden the volume jumps up and the price is up near its high and more people are coming in. That's what the momentum scanner looks for. So if something's on the move and it gets a burst of energy, it's going to pop up. The high flyers, this is the stacked EMAs. This is the 8 above the 21 above the 34, the 34 above the 55, and the price is above the 8. So these stocks are normally in an upward trend, and the price is above the 8 moving average. So they're two totally different scans. The high flyers, it doesn't work so well in pre-market. That's why we watch a pre-market scan. This one will turn on about 8 o'clock, 8:30, I mean, when the market opens. That's when you start monitoring high flyers and the momentum scanner. That is correct. They don't work until the market opens. Really, the only thing we have is a pre-market scanner for pre-market. That's the only one that's programmed to work. You can use the all stock scan that we have, but it doesn't pick up the pre-market movers that well. It's just an overall scan. It's very basic. Price and volume. That's it. Top, everything is in Discord. It's going to be in TOS scans. I've added quite a few stuff to those two channels over the last 2 weeks. If you haven't explored it in a while, you may want to take a look over there. All right, since we're slow, I'll go ahead and do the walkthrough for the new people that are here. I am Ricky Gaspard, and I am a guy that trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I am also a ThinkScript coder. Everything you see here, I coded, plus many more in the Discord channel. I figured out a way to monitor volume since ThinkorSwim had delayed scans. Well, they can't delay the volume, so I targeted it. And now we can find out whenever a stock moves, no matter where it is, it's going to pop up here on this pre-market scan or after hours or during the day. This thing will work as long as the market's open. You watch for numbers to increase if you're a buyer. And you target the green ones. If you are a short seller, you target the red ones. It works in reverse just as good. So once you see one of these numbers flying, you click on it. And let me get to a point where we can explain better. So let's say this one spiked and you click on it and you're in this area. You wait for the moving average crossovers to happen. This is the 8, this is the 21. We have a crossover. You wait for the green arrows to kick in. You verify we have volume and that the buyers are outnumbering the sellers. Right now, the sellers are outnumbering the buyers, indicated by that red. And once you're in a stock, and let's say this stock just started and this candle's over here at the end, I have an alert up here that monitors this current candle, so it's going to say bullish or bearish if there's a lot of buyers coming into this candle. So to put it simple, if we have a spike, we come over here, confirm the volume. You should see green, green, a crossover, and arrows popping in. Once you do this for a few times, it just becomes like a natural thing to look at. It's not as difficult as I'm explaining. The whole key is to watch all the videos, the old ones and the new ones. They all contain valuable information. Watch them over and over again. Join our Discord. Talk with other investors. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Start learning. That's the whole thing. I want you to learn. This is not hard. Many people haven't ever seen this before. I made it simple, but you still have to have some knowledge. So you still need to study. You still need to watch the reaction, watch how this system is working, get used to how it's working before you put your hard-earned dollars in there. That's a link to the YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I get paid by user participation. You don't have to pay me. Let's make YouTube do that. This is the link to the Discord. Join our Discord. I've got many scripts and scans and lots of good people over there that really help out a lot. We're all one big team, growing rapidly. We'd love for you to join us. And we're back to watching numbers. As soon as they start moving, start clicking, start watching, you'll see it happening. There's the buyers, there's the bullish candle. There's the crossover. See how fast I did that? Click, volume, green. It was green and green. Don't just jump in though. Let it confirm itself. It's not a 100% guarantee, but you have to watch over and over and over till you get used to it. Create your own strategy with these tools. If you already have a strategy you use, apply this to it. This will help you out. This is where we start. Step number 1, what's moving? We know immediately right here in this column. It's under toss scans, not toss scripts. The settings on my pullback should be whatever they are as default. I haven't changed them. I'll show you real quick. 8 and 21, 100 and 100. They're normal. You may see a couple more arrows on mine. I'm doing some testing. Just overlook them for now. I never quit working. I'm always about perfection. Eddie, if you need support, you're going to have to take that over to support in Discord. I don't do support here in the live stream. Just leave me a message over in support at 9:30 when this thing ends, or 8:30 for me. I'll take about a 15-minute break and I'll head over to support, try to help you out. Who Loves Lunatic? I think I'm going to release it early, maybe after this live stream. We'll see. A lot of people asking about it. Eddie, just to make it simple, you don't need my settings. You need your settings. You need to set your price range. Don't worry about the stocks that I have. This is for demonstration purposes. I'm wide open over here, but you're not going to trade the whole market. You go into those scans and set your price range that you like to trade. Limit the list. It'll make it easier on you. Everybody wants to be like me, but you really don't want to be. Trust me. I have this thing wide open so I can make everybody happy. Large caps, small caps, and all. When I'm trading, though, I'm trading off of other scans that are set for what I want to buy. And that's what you should do. James, you'll see I'm always testing stuff. Like I noticed that the arrow was a little bit later on the V4, so I'm trying to locate it where we get an earlier signal. I think I've done that, but I'm in testing right now. I like to let things run for a couple weeks before I send it out there. Unless I think it's an urgent release, then I'll do it immediately. But while I'm just playing around with code, I'll be testing. Yeah, to adjust those scan prices, just go to your scan tab and look up, find that scan and adjust the prices. It's not hard. If you have difficult with that, there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to operate a scan in ThinkorSwim, or even how to build scans. You can find anything you want on YouTube. I try not to handle the basic questions. If you don't even know how to operate ThinkorSwim, you may be in the wrong location for now. We're a little bit more advanced than that. I don't want to sound rude about it. I'll help you if I can, but you have to have some knowledge. This is not a how do I operate ThinkorSwim channel. This is I already know how to operate ThinkorSwim, and where's your scripts? Good morning, Chuck. Watching numbers rise, it gets boring. And you know what I'm going to say next, and boring pays well. I don't mind being bored. That's what the market does. It makes you stare in one spot for hours. I learned to use an eye exercise a while back because of my eyesight. Every now and then I have to go out and look out the window and stare at something far away. Brings that tension away from the eyes. Good morning, Coach. Hate to say it, but it's starting to look like a typical Friday. One or two purchases, little green candles, no great volume coming in. I'm ready for some bottle rockets. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see how you guys respond to this next video. I really think it's kind of nutty, but educational, kind of funny, kind of scary. But I think I hit the point really good. If you have fear of getting in, if you're getting out too soon, if anxiety kicks in when you see something moving, I think this video is going to nail it. Top, I guess they're elements. I didn't spend a whole bunch of money on them, $200 a piece. I think I've actually bought them in the Christmas sale for $159, maybe. Yeah, I've had them a while. It's kind of hard to remember. I'm running 4 monitors plus a laptop, a 17-inch laptop, so 5 monitors total. And I've got most of them broken down like the one in the live stream, so they're all multifunctional. You really want to do it right, though, you have to buy a hub. Your computer hooks to a hub. The hub hooks to all the monitors. So you feed data to the hub. The hub has a transformer that feeds data to the monitors so that your laptop you're using is not working so hard. You can do it with adapters, but then you put the load on the laptop. That hub really helps out. Good morning, Frank, and you are correct. Labor Day weekend's going to be slow. I'm here waiting on at least that one stock to take off. I'll settle for one good one. I'm not seeing it yet, though. Good thing is I know I'm not missing it because it's not up here. Top, you really don't if you have a hub. I've got a 13-inch Dell laptop that I ran this on for years without a hub, just with adapters. The wires would get a little warm, but they wouldn't get warm enough to where it mattered. But now the wires are cold because I've got set up correctly. The benefit is I'm not jumping from tab to tab, screen to screen. All I have to do is look around. I can see everything I need to see right in front of me. I can see the tick chart, the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute. 4 different scan screens, the news. The trading window that I trade out of, this live stream window. I have lots of real estate over here. It sure helps. It's bigger than you think, though. I've got a server running as well. I back up all these scripts and all the data. I transfer information to and from that server. That's why I was hoping I didn't have to change to a Schwab application. That would be a nightmare for me. You really don't need you really don't need to spend a lot on monitors. You're not really watching a HDMI movie. You're just displaying basic graphics. Doesn't have to be real high resolution or nothing. You don't have to spend a lot of money to do it. Here's a picture. That's how I'm set up. The server's actually behind me in the closet. It's much bigger than you see in that picture. This thing's taller than I am over here. That's 4 27-inch monitors. Sitting on an 8-foot desk, so I'm about 8 foot wide as well. Good morning, Rodney. Man, we need some action. I didn't want to talk computers. I want to talk money. Where are they at? Wow, is it dead or what? It wasn't this dead yesterday, and it was dead yesterday. Nothing moving this morning. Like somebody turned off the switch. Good morning, Gigi. And you guys are dedicated. I really appreciate that. You come back every day. That tells me you're interested in learning. The more you learn, the more you become a professional at it. Trading's not an easy thing to do. Remember, I said that. You can lose. I lose. Even the best traders lose. The only difference is we try to cut our losses really short. You concentrate on not losing as much, you'll earn more. If I make a mistake, I'm immediately out. I don't wait for a recovery. I just accept the fact that I was wrong and I get out. If I'm right, look out. I'm adding shares all the way up. Yeah, all the scans are in Discord. As far as I know, you can find everything in Discord. I've moved everything over. If you haven't watched the installation video, there's an installation video on how to install stuff. But really, you should already know that part. Bob Peterson, you got that right. You're not going to be correct all the time. Just get out of it. Accept it. It's tougher on them PDT rule guys because they're under the limit and they can't trade but 3 trades. And I think that's their main issue. They know they only have the 3 trades they can make. So they hang on hoping they're going to make some money, and they end up losing more because they don't want to waste a trade. Well, you can't do that. Frank, I believe we are. I'll verify it for you real quick. It should be right here. Yeah. Actually, no, I'm at 25 and there's no maximum. But you don't have to be like me. Put your price range in there. If you can't buy a $50 stock, then put in there what you can buy. If you don't want a 25-cent stock, bring up the minimum. Always scan what you're interested in, not what I'm displaying. Not going to do you any good to watch a $75 stock shoot up $4 if you can't buy it. I think if you focus on how not to lose, you'll be a bigger winner. That's the focus. Cut them losses short. Go back and review. What did I do wrong? Why did it go down? You'll figure it out. Sometimes everything can be in perfect alignment and you lose. You did nothing wrong. You just have to accept those kind. Just get out. The market is definitely not predictable. I've seen the perfect setups fail. And I've seen some that wasn't perfectly set up that took off. You have to have some knowledge. You have to understand volume and price action. You have to understand moving averages. You have to understand volume. It'll get easier for anyone as long as they stick with it. You have to pound this stuff in your head, do it daily, watch the action, and you'll learn. Watch the videos over and over and over. There's some good information in those videos. Rodney, that is correct. I write down everything I buy, at what price, at what time, and I go back and I look. You made a mistake, write down what you did wrong in that journal. Right beside that symbol. I got in too early. I didn't wait for this. I bought in too heavy. I should have got in lighter. There's all kind of reasons. Once you do this for a while, all of this stuff will just come like it's as easy as breathing. You'll be able to look up there and say, no, that's not a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if it's going to move. It'll get real easy for you. But you have to do it over and over and over. Not something you're going to learn in a week or a month, but it'll eventually come to you. Slim pickings today. I don't like days like this. It's still early enough to go fishing. Maybe I should do that. I guess right now I'm fishing for stocks. This EOSE, it's having trouble staying afloat. I saw it make this move on my other monitor, but I kind of had the feeling it wasn't going to go far, and I was correct. It struggled back here. It made its run up early this morning over here, but our market was closed. It hasn't gotten any higher since then. The buyers could move in. It's one to watch, but it needs to do more than the 18,000 volume I see. And if you're not using a tick chart, look into it. That's how I plan my entries and exits. I find them over here on the 1 minute chart. Then I monitor the tick chart to pick my entries and exits. I also compare the 1 minute to the 5 minute. Sometimes the 5 minute to the 15. You have to make sure everything's in sequence. Got about 3.5 minutes before 7 o'clock. Maybe something will pop in. Starting to get a little action just before 7. 7 o'clock is when the Tokyo market joins the US market. If they see something moving, they'll help you pump it up at 7 o'clock. There's a penny stock on the move, not very strong. You noticed I saw the numbers moving. I clicked on it. It's moving. I'm not a penny stock player, but for those penny stock players, that's what you want to see. You want to know where the buyers are. This will tell you. You can see the perfect setup on this penny stock. We had a crossover. The arrows came in. We got buyers outnumbering the sellers, and we had a spike. This was a spike. It may pop back in if they drive it up higher. Robert, I got it from Dell. It's one of the most expensive components I bought. I think it was over $500 for just the hub. But it has a processor inside. I guess that's why it costs so much. You can hook everything to that hub. Cell phones, USB drives, everything can go through the hub. Has HDMI. It's worth the money. I hated to spend it, but it was worth it. About 30 seconds to go before 7 o'clock. Since we didn't have anything go up this morning, I'm not expecting much to happen at 7. Usually if we drive something up, they'll drive it up further, but we didn't drive anything up this morning. CS, you only use pre-market for pre-market hours, which is 6 o'clock to 8:30 Central Standard Time. I don't know what time frame you're on, but this scan will actually turn off about 8:35 when the market opens. It will not work until the market closes. Then it'll kick back on. Does not work during market hours. I'm not seeing anything taking off here. This is your first time here. I like playing pullbacks. This is a pullback indicator. And when a stock takes off on the green bars and you are late, Don't chase the green candles. Wait for it to turn around, like where I'm marking that line. Wait for it to pull back. And when it stops pulling back, mark the other line and wait for the bounce back up for the second entry. That's the most powerful play you will ever learn. If it doesn't bounce, then don't get in. Wait for confirmation. Just because it may throw a green arrow down here at the bottom is not confirmation. You need the buyers, you need the bullish and the volume to kick in as well when it bounces off of this bottom. And most of the time, it'll break right on through that upper level. This is resistance up here. This is support. Right now, we're bouncing around support. It may break through support and continue on down. It may hang around support and do nothing. What I'm waiting for is a green candle and these green signals to come in and that volume to pick up. That would confirm that we're going to go back up to here. Since that's a penny stock, I won't play it. I'm only using it as an example. You can see exactly what I was talking about. Just because you get a green candle doesn't mean get in. Now we're pulling back down. These things come to you over time. Don't rush it. You'll know when you got it. And right when you think you got it, you'll fail, just like I did. And you'll think you don't have it. That's where long-term practice comes in. When you set up these scans, don't try to display too many stocks. 50 is plenty. You're not limiting yourself to 50 stocks. You're still scanning the whole market. It's just that you're only displaying 50. So if something way down here moves, it's going to come right on up here. Don't use up all the resources on your computer. There's no sense in loading the entire market. Only your price range. Only display 50. Yeah, but will it move it on a Friday? That's the question. No activity at 7. I knew because we didn't have anything moving, it wasn't going to do anything. If we would have had a few risers, they would have jumped on board and drove them up a little more. But we didn't have any. You can see how sensitive this indicator is. It's watching that less than 1%. It's watching them little candles. Any kind of movement. This is absolutely the wrong setup, so don't even think about it. I see my arrows are kicking in on the new programming. Caught it right here at the top before it fell. Caught it up here. I'm limiting the losses. That's what I'm programming. I'm trying to get it to where the loss is very low. You may have this arrow on yours. You probably don't have these two. Thank you, Spy. It's been a blessing for all of us. The Lord reaches out to those in need. It's all Him. It's not me. I was stuck for months on here. I finally received the answer. I almost gave up on this. Almost, but I'm not a quitter. I actually had to walk away from the computer several times because I couldn't figure it out. And as always, it was the simplest fix. I was digging too deep. You know the story. We've played this stock before, or I wouldn't have already had that line there. That's probably going to be a resistance line from way back when. That's one video I haven't put out yet. I'll get that one out next. How to set these support and resistance lines. How to bring them up in your drawing. Where you need to place them. That's a winner, it looks like. I'm waiting to see if it pulls back. I want a pullback play on this. I want it to break through, come back down and retest, and shoot up. That would give me confirmation. If I'm wrong, I'll just get out. Those of you who are brave may have already got in. That was over $1 right here. There's a pullback maybe. Let's see if we can bounce off of it. I'll zoom it in a little bit more so we can see what's going on. Really needed to pull back far, further than what it's pulling back. This is not futures, this is just stocks. We do have some futures traders over in Discord though. Not seeing the volume come back in on this stock. It's pretty low. Even the last bar was low. I'm going to stay clear of it. I'm not going to take a trade on it. I want more volume than what I'm seeing. I don't want to be one of 20. I want to be one of 1,000. And I could be wrong. You see, it's going to do that because I said that. And that happens every time. I just don't like the volume. There's not enough here. The volume is increasing. If you compare these two, there's the last bar candle. The volume has increased. It may break on through and run up, and I'll regret it. But the volume is too low for me. I want to get in with large share size. That's why I'm cautious of volume. So if you look at this bar here at 48,000, if I'm a 1,000 share buyer, so that would be 48 people trading this stock if they all bought 1,000 shares. That's not enough for me to be happy. Looks like I made a good call about not getting in. Yeah, I'm watching it. It bounces up and down. Maybe there's no number. I just want to see it growing rapidly. I don't want to see it pausing any. Like if it went from 0 to 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, I'm interested then, but not when we're just hanging around. 5,000 comes in, 5,000 sells. That's not people driving it up. It may be crawling up, but it's not really being pumped. I wait for the volume to kick in. I'd like to see 500,000, a million, 2 million, and then I'm going to hit it hard. I'm going to slip in right in here. So if you throw 1,000 shares in here and you gain 30 cents, that's $300. That's enough to make me happy. I'll probably be out of it. And do that 2 or 3 times a day. Just don't be greedy. I'm not saying this is not a good play for somebody that is maybe buying 100 shares or 200 shares. That would probably be okay. But if I'm going to drop $12,000 on something, it needs to be a lot better than that. So this was a failed pullback. It never gained its strength. Now the volume has died. So over time, from my years of investing, I learned to watch out for things like this. I paid my dues. I lost lots of money until I finally caught on. So did I pay for my education? Absolutely. And yes, I still have the thoughts of I should have got in. I still have those. Those never go away. This may be one of those stocks, but it doesn't fit my criteria. We got buyers, now we got sellers. We are bullish in that candle. I hate bouncers like this. Like right now, this is an undecision. You don't know if it's going up or down next. That's because there's not enough people invested in it. Somebody may have got in over here and they're just barely up and they see a red candle. But what if they sold right now with this low of a volume? It's going to fall and everybody will get caught right here. It's a nice mover. You got in with a couple hundred shares, you're in the money. We're looking at in this area from about $11 up to 14. That's probably going to be today's biggest gainer from the looks of this over here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to wait on is the open, Kelly. That's one to put in your personal watch list. Always track what's moving in pre-market for when the market opens. You want to watch them even further. I think this is all over a protein bar, maybe, according to the news down here. A snack. That tell you something? People are looking at any kind of news. Good job, Greg. I knew somebody would buy it. Did I think about it? Yes, I did. And every time I talked myself out of it, it went up. That happens. But that's okay. I'm good with that. It just didn't fit me. But it may fit somebody else. We all have different strategies. Good job, Frank. All you do is watch these numbers. If you're new here, I'm Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy that trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I coded this indicator to monitor the market. If any stock moves even the slightest little bit, you're going to know right here in this column. Once you see it take off, you click on it. You come over here and confirm that these moving averages have crossed. This is the 8. This is the 21. You watch for these arrows to kick in. You watch for the buyers to take over the sellers. You watch this current candle, which would have been down here. It would have popped up a green bullish signal here. And if you've been watching, you saw all of that happen. This is a pullback strategy. It also works in pullbacks. Everything works together. This is tied to these volume spikes. This is tied to this volume spike. All of this is volume and price action related. These two indicators let you know the trend. Once they start turning up north or get on an angle towards up north, we like to see the trend come in. We like to see the volume increase. This one kind of just crawled up slowly. It had its moments. There's the buyers outnumbering the sellers. There's the bullish spike for that candle. They may try to drive it up further. They may not succeed. See, the sellers came in. There's the sellers. So all we do is watch for volume spikes. We click on them. We verify the crossover in the arrows and the green, and we look at the volume. If the volume is flying, you have to make a quick decision to get in or get out, or not take action at all. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, there's lots of videos for you to go learn. Watch the old ones and the new ones. They all have valuable information. There's the link to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, watch the videos. This is all free. So please watch my sponsors through the videos so I can make $1. Here's the link to the Discord. There's probably about 600 investors over there by now. Join Discord. All of the scripts and the setup is over in Discord. There's a support channel if you need help. We'd love to have you on board. You can come here each morning and watch these stocks, learn how the system works. Once you catch on, don't pay attention to me. Set yourself up on your own computer and make some money. Never trade off of my screen. This is only for educational purposes. My screen is delayed. If you trade off of my screen, you're going to be late. You don't need that to happen. And if you don't know what's going on this screen, you should not be trading. Looks like that report came out, maybe. Let's see if we can hold here. Let's see if we get a runner. You are welcome, Greg. Funny part about it is I wouldn't be finding them either, and I'm the guy that wrote it. That was the main reason to write this script. I got tired of searching for stocks. I got tired of paying subscription fees and them telling me, look what you missed. I want to know right when they start moving, not after they moved. This is a good blessing. I love it. The Lord has blessed us well. But that does not mean you still don't need to learn. You need to learn. So if that report is good, it's going to reflect in this column. You'll see some people buying stocks. The ones that they're buying will pop up right here. When you put this together with this, that is a blessing. Kind of late on that one. I didn't see it till too late. I saw it flash earlier, but I didn't get to click on it. It's already up 80 cents. I would have to wait on a pullback. Unless I want to gamble, that would be gambling if I got in now. That means my risk would probably increase by 80%. Let's see if we can get it to pull back down and get a bottom. We may get a bounce. I marked the high already. I can still grab 30, 40 cents here. You never know. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Looks like a failure so far. So this support line has now become resistance. It's probably going to bounce off the bottom of it. Hopefully it'll break back through it. But the chances are slim. Since this bar closed below that line, it's going to struggle here, I'm going to say. Matrix gal, we had a couple runners, couple profit takers. It wasn't totally bad. Now the buyers are coming in. You look at the column over here, maybe because of that report. So that did become resistance. When you see two arrows like that, that means stay clear. You may not have them on your indicator though. This is the addition I added. That was called indecision. The number of buyers and sellers were pretty much equal, and everybody froze. Whenever you're concentrating over here, don't forget to be looking over here as well. You don't want to miss the next one. Matrix Gal, you did not. I haven't put it out there yet. I'm still thinking about what time. I kind of have to plan them at the right time, or I don't get the views that I should. If I release them when people are at work, a lot of them will never know. If I release them on a Sunday, I get thousands of views instantly. I don't want to waste a video if you can understand that part. I need the views. I'm kind of fighting that battle that, man, I need to get this out to all the subscribers. It's important for them. But I'm also fighting the battle. What time do you release it? So I'm not holding it to be cruel. You notice how that failed and went right on down? I called it. You'll be able to do that if you watch those videos. If you come here and watch these live streams, you'll learn things like this. I'm doing this so that you'll learn. I like helping people. Everybody needs to learn financials. It's a very important thing. It's not about flipping hamburgers, cleaning windows. You need to know how to make real money. And that's why I'm doing this. I can assure you, you're not going to find anybody else out there that's a coder that lands on a missile like this and gives it away. I know I'll get blessed in the future. I always do. Every time I help, extend an arm, I get an arm extended back to me. It's all about reaching out, helping other people. Good morning, Mr. Huntsman. Y'all need to listen to NASCAR. He's a man that did his homework. He's got knowledge. That's how we want you to be. We want you to do your research, learn what's going on, reduce your mistakes, find out what works for you. And the only way you're going to do that is to study. Watch videos. They don't have to be just mine. Watch anybody's videos. Absorb it all. Feed the brain. I know this makes it look simple, but it's not simple. You got to trust me there. You got to know what's going on. Good morning, Alpo. So if you're set up already, just make sure you click red ones. Make sure you click the green ones. The red ones could just be a small pullback. It may be that entry point you're looking for. So don't just focus on green, focus on red and green. Look for any opportunity to make money. Good morning, OC. If you're not a subscriber and you just happened upon this channel, here's our YouTube link. Please subscribe, watch all of the videos. Learn what's going on here. Come to these live streams each morning. Join our Discord, get set up just like you see on the screen. Not exactly, but close. Talk to other traders. Leave me questions and support if you get hung. We want you on board. It's all free. How can you pass it up? This is a blessing. I'm handing it out. There's almost 600 people over in Discord. There's all kind of scripts, all kind of scans. You don't need a lot of them. You just need the most important ones. I got them listed. Some people like a lot of toys on their screen. I don't. I like clean and simple. The less distraction, the better. As soon as I click here, my eyes go immediately here. And that's what yours should do. It's not about up here yet until you get confirmation here. And when you see those arrows kick in and that crossover happen, and these buyers come in and that bullish signal pops in, right now it's just creeping. It's not strong enough to pull a bullish signal. But this could be a buy. You have to watch the volume. And it might not be a buy. Michael, there is, but you'll have to leave me a question over in support. I don't do setups during live streams. I'm sorry. I'll be done here at 9:30 Central Time. I take about a 15-minute break after that, and then I start answering support questions at 9:45. Just in case you haven't done it, Michael, did you turn on live data on the TD Ameritrade website? And I don't even know if it's over there anymore. It might be on the Schwab website by now. But you have to subscribe to it. It's a free service. But you have to go select that option. Watching numbers. That's what we do. Watch numbers and watch setups. Good morning, Scott. Do me a favor, like the live stream. Come on, guys, give me some likes. Tell you how bad I need likes. I've been monetized for a month and I just broke $100. That's how slow YouTube pays. That don't really pay for my time. I'm not asking you to pay for it. I just want you to like the videos, watch the videos, watch the sponsor ads. It'll come over time. Good morning, Gregster. Glad you can make it back. We're going to start slowing down the closer we get to 8 o'clock. Shortly after 8 o'clock, probably 8:10 or so, they'll start selling off. If they made profit this morning, they're not going to hold it into the open in fear of losing it. Some of them will. The brave ones will. So this will turn red. See, those red ones don't look quite so bad when you click on them. Some of them do, but some of them may be just slight pullbacks. And just so you know, I really enjoy what I do with everyone. I really appreciate you participating. It brings joy to my heart. I'm not begging you for money. I'm just asking you to pay it forward as well by hitting the like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, watching the videos. That's all you have to do. And you're going to learn while you watch them. I know we're growing fast, and it's going to improve over time. I think I got 27 yesterday, 20 overnight. So we may be getting 300 or 400 a week. I'll take whatever the Lord gives me. Hopefully we'll have a lot of people helping a lot of people. That's my goal. It's all about sharing the knowledge. People help me along the way, but most of the time not without me asking for help. Then there was times when I felt like they wasn't telling me the whole story. Or come back, I'll teach you the rest in a week. That penny stock's on the move. Volume's kicking in. We got buyers, sellers coming in, though. We don't have a spike. Maybe somebody hoping it goes up instead of it really going up. Have you noticed they all pop in right here? You're not having to go look for stocks. Isn't this a lot better than, hey, go look at that when it hits this line? It might go up. That's how it used to be for me. Well, if it did this in the past, wait for it to repeat it in the future. I don't know how many times I heard that. Thank you for that compliment. It's all about knowing when people come in to buy a stock or when they come in to sell it. It's a battle between buyers and sellers. It's that simple. If you can figure out when they're buying or when they're selling, your chances are greatly increased. And that's what this does. Your job is to make sure that you understand the setup. Once you understand what's going on, you become a better trader. I've tried so many things. I don't think there's anything I haven't tried. Bollinger Bands, RSI, CCI. I've tried everything. This works the best. You got that right, Tamimi. When we get a bull market, you're going to see how powerful this thing is. Right now, it's digging in the bottom of the barrel. When we turn around, it's going to be multiple choice of buying. And they'll all be listed right here. If you want to know how good this is, go read the comments under the videos. Some of them bring tears to my eyes. They are that good. I don't know if you'll find a negative comment. I don't think I've ever seen one. Thank you, Jay. Doesn't have much volume, but I put it up there for you. It's good that you're picking up on them real quick, though. Keep that focus. The more you can put yourself on, the more chances you get to buy. About 5 minutes, guys. I'm going to take a 10-minute break, go refresh my coffee, tell my wife good morning. Edge is on the move again. That's probably going to be today's mover. How did I know that? I saw it moving right here. You should have a personal watch list to keep these things in. You want to track the movers that open. So this is what I'm talking about setting your price range. This is Meta popping up in pre-market. That's a $295 stock. If you're not buying those kind of stocks, there's no sense in you setting your scans to monitor them. The more you can limit this column to your price range, the more success you're going to have in finding the stocks that are in your price range. So don't try to follow what stocks are in mine. Make the stocks that you need come up in yours. Jay, that's a step towards improvement. You're getting better because you're learning. You're watching what's going on. You've watched the videos. You come here every day. I know. I see the repeats. That's how you do it. You have to learn. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a 10-minute break here. If you're set up, continue to monitor the volume spike, and I shall return in about 10 minutes. All right, I have returned. Still have about 10 minutes and we'll get set up for market open. And I'm going to cut my prices way back to what I like to trade. So what you're going to see is probably $1 to $50. I may even go $3 to $50. Set yours to your price range. We're going to be using the all stocks scan. For now, we're going to keep monitoring pre-market to see if something gets pumped up just before pre-market. We want to find the winners. At market open, this is going to get very volatile. Make sure that you set your price range so you're not trying to find your stocks in a group of the whole market. Make it easy for yourself. We'll be monitoring this high flyers. I'll be clicking on what I think is good. But we're going to set up a little bit differently at 8:25. Let's look what the SPY is doing. Always monitor the SPY. Let's look at the big picture. Let's zoom out. Let's see where it's going. Let's go even further. Maybe it'll open higher. Let's hope so. You are welcome, Mr. Rodriguez. Watching numbers. My next walkthrough will be about 9 o'clock. It'll be my final walkthrough if you haven't heard the introduction yet. Right now, I want to try to make $1. I'm going to cut this pre-market back some. Get rid of some of them big ones. It didn't help much, but it helped some. It's quite active right now. It's going to get worse. Be careful at market open. If you're very experienced, you do what you do. If you don't have the knowledge, don't just jump in on green candles or you're going to lose money. I wait till the market calms down. I don't risk it either. Since I'm a large share trader, I don't risk jumping in because it turned green. I'd rather play a pullback than anything. At least that way I know it pulled back and the buyers are coming back. It wasn't just a pump. You have to be cautious. And there's always those times I jump in with the big boys right at the start. I do not advise it. Thank you, Super. I'm glad I could help. So this will be a good one to watch it open. This one and meds. I would keep an eye on meds as well, MEDS. PLTR is another one. Let's go ahead and change over to market open. Right click on your spike indicator and change this percentage right here to 100 or 200. If you want to see stocks that only spike more than 2%, then put 200. I'm going to put 100. Apply it and save it, or apply and OK. Change the scan if you're on pre-market to all stock scan. Reach over here to your percent change and put them from highest to lowest. We want to monitor the top gainers. So you're going to be watching this top stock. The one that's going to be the strongest is going to work its way up to the top. But it's Friday. Don't expect anything out of the ordinary. When you sort it over here, it's going to scatter your spikes. That's fine. You only want to monitor these gainers anyway. Once it calms down, 5 or 10 minutes after market open, we will reach up here and sort it back by spike. We'll bring them all back to the top, but that may be 5 or 10 minutes after market open. Once you learn this, use your favorite scan. It doesn't have to be this all stock scan. You may want to monitor your personal watch list at market open and play only those stocks you like to play. You can apply this to anything. It doesn't have to be what I do. Find your strategy that you like and stick with it and perfect it. I'm going to knock that all spike scan down to, I'll go with $1 and $30. Somebody's got their mic on. I can hear you typing. Please shut your mic down for a little bit. About 2.5 minutes to go. I will be going silent. You should be watching your own computer at this time. You may not see me click, but I might. Sometimes I say I'm not going to talk, but I do. But if I'm silent, I'm probably in a trade. You are welcome, Michael. As always, good luck to everybody. Be very cautious. Cut your losses short if you're wrong. That'll probably be me. But that's okay. I know what I'm doing. But I think I'm going to get blessed this morning. I just have that feeling. $35. This is going to get real volatile. I'm telling you, it's going to fire up. Be careful. Pick and choose wisely. See, EOSC is at the top, but it's pulling back. TAOP is also pulling back. Meds is pulling back. Meds has a support level at 1170. It may bounce off of 1170. Actually, it's got another level too at 1280. Looks like Meds is going to head on down to that 1170 level. The all stocks in TOS scans. Looking pretty red. I'm thinking Meds is going to pop here soon to the upside. It's holding its level good and strong. Still need a crossover. That's pulling back. It failed. Maybe we'll get a bounce off 1170. Looking weak. I'm seeing a few, but not the good ones. I'm looking for that dollar gain. That's what I'm looking for. Looks like we're going back down to retest that 1170 level, 1177. Maybe we'll pull up from there. Really need some buyers to come in. I'm going to continue to watch this one for some reason. I have a good feeling about it. I see you posting EDBL, but I don't want to change my screen. Go get you some if it looks good. Excuse me. We'll reach up here and sort our spike back up to the top. I didn't either. Old thumb, I was looking for a dollar run, not a cheaper stock. Can't win them all, but that's fine. I'm not out of it yet. Now it becomes a game of where's the top. Probably getting close to another halt. It never breaks my heart to miss them. I miss lots of them. I get the good ones, though. When it's my turn, it'll be my turn. Captain, that time is undetermined. It could be a couple minutes. It could be a half a day. It just all depends. I don't know the rules behind it, but halt time can vary. It all depends on the issue. Normally 5 minutes. Not normal. I have no idea. Starting to look like a Friday. Not interested in a halt. I'm interested in a dollar gain. I hope you guys made a lot of money off of EDBL. I'm the stubborn old goat. I didn't get in. That's okay. At least you found it. Hopefully you made some money. Pretty dead. No activity. EDBL was the winner for the Open. I took a small loss. That's okay. That might be a better question to ask over in Discord. Most of the people in this stream are new. We have a dead market at the moment. May be dead for a while, who knows? It's Friday, it's a holiday weekend. Very low volume at the moment on just about everything. Guess we can call this no volume day. It's gone flat. All right, while it's slow, I'll do my final walkthrough. I kind of missed it at 9 o'clock. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder. I write my own scripts. I coded this script right here that watches the volume, whether it's going up or down. It'll monitor the entire market, or it'll monitor your watch list. You wait for volume spikes, you click on them. Once you see one moving up, then you wait for a crossover of these two moving averages. This is also coded by me. It's a pullback strategy. So once you get a spike over here, you wait for a crossover, you wait for green arrows to come in, you wait for the buyers to outnumber the sellers, and you wait for a volume spike in this current candle, which will occur over here. Once everything lines up, you make your decision to buy. Right now is not the time to buy. The markets went flat on us. But that is how it works. You get a volume spike, you look over here, you have a crossover, you see green arrows, you see green up here, green down here, and you make your decision to buy. I have many of indicators and scans in Discord. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please hit the subscribe link. I'm going to post a link in the chat box. Join our YouTube channel. Watch the videos. Learn about these indicators. They're very powerful. Join our Discord. There's almost 600 investors over in Discord. Everybody helps everybody. Everybody's teaching. We have a support department over there. If you run into issues, let me know. If I can't get to you, somebody else will. I appreciate you tuning into this live stream, and I'll be signing off about 9:30. If you have any questions, post them in the chat. Right now, I'm just monitoring all of my scans since the market's gone flat. Nothing obvious up here. I have several scans running on multiple monitors. They are also flat. Other than something that might pop up during the day, I think the activity is over. It's been going flat at 9 o'clock every morning for months. And you have those hopefuls every now and then that pop up during the day. Let's look at HE. There's the crossover I was talking about. There's the arrows coming in. These two moving averages are pointing north. That's what you want to see. You want to see the buyers outnumber the sellers, and you want to see a volume spike, which has already occurred back here. Shayo, you do. If you missed the run, you could try it. This needs to pull back much further than it's doing now, though, for it to be a pullback. This run actually started way down here. I would say I would be late if I tried to buy that now. Sometimes when they crawl up this slow, they don't show up on the volume spike indicator unless it's down on 0.0. We can go back there and change that now that the market's flat. It's loading, it's doing its calculating. That's what takes it a second. We just don't have enough volume to support anything today. It's just barely creeping. You can tell I moved this to 0.0. The little ones are popping in now. That slow crawlers is good on slow days. That's why I built it. And they really are crawling slow. Low volume crawlers. That one's off the gap and run scan. That one's off the gap and run scan. That one's off the gap and run scan. Gap and run seems to be active this morning. About 2 more minutes before I sign off. I appreciate everybody who tuned in this morning. And as always, have a very blessed weekend. Hope to see you back here on Tuesday. I believe the market's closed on Monday. If it's not, I'll be here. I haven't confirmed that yet, but I'm pretty sure it is. And as always, God bless. See you soon. Goodbye.